Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all of the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's IHSAA Volleyball broadcast on Heritage TV, powered by Indiana SRN, as the 2A #1 Heritage Christian Eagles visit the Decatur Central Hawks on the southwest side of Indianapolis. I'm Eric Eaton, and I'm pleased to be joined by Anthony Gully for this remote broadcast. And Anthony, Heritage Christian's on some kind of roll, having won all 7 state tournament matches last season in straight sets en route to a 2A state title, and they followed that up with a 15-0 start to the 2020 campaign.
I mean, they are doing some big-time volleyball. You know, last year they had a little bit of bumps in the road, got beat a couple of times, but this year they came out just guns blazing, and they are playing some great volleyball, and I expect them to be on top of their game tonight against this Decatur Central team.
And this Decatur Central team comes in at 2-12 on the year, coached by Dee Taylor. They are a 4A school, so a much larger school than Heritage Christian, but they are 2-12 on the season, Anthony. But they did play a match earlier this week. They lost to Mooresville in 5 sets, 3-2 to Decatur Central. But prior to that, they'd won their previous 2 matches between Beech Grove and Warren Central. So perhaps now, as we approach the middle to the latter stages of the season, they're starting to get things righted in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, I think Decatur Central is coming to this match with nothing to lose. Obviously, everyone knows that Heritage Christian is one of the best teams in the state, and they are highly favored to win this matchup tonight, probably pretty easily. But if I were the coach of Decatur Central, I would just tell them, come out, play some good volleyball, have fun with it, and just do the best that we can. I mean, you have nothing to lose, so let's not hold back.
Both teams familiar with each other. They've already played once this season back on August 22nd at the Covenant Christian Invitational. In that particular match, Heritage Christian defeated Decatur Central 2-0. Then if we look back to last season in the regular season matchup, Decatur Central was competitive with Heritage Christian, took them to 4 games in that one. And so they know that they obviously could play with them last year, and so they're going to look to that result last year for some confidence here tonight, Anthony. But one thing they're going to have to do, they're going to have to find a way to control the big middle hitter for Heritage Christian, Raven Colvin. They have not had any success in being able to contain her so far in their last 2 matches. In those last 2 matches, she's got 35 kills and 50 attempts, so they're going to have to slow her down tonight.
I mean, they have to know that the ball is probably going to go to her 50% of the time, if not more. So I think getting some hands up and trying to get some touches on those balls, even if you can't block it, if you can just get a touch to give your defense some more time to move and get to the ball, I think that's going to be a key for them to be able to stay in the matchup tonight.
And you look at Raven Colvin, who's obviously committed to Purdue University, a senior for Heritage Christian on the season, 154 kills. It's 3.8 kills a set, 353 hitting percentage, 25th in the state, 54.4 kill percentage on the season. She has 19 aces too, 82 blocks, 11 blocks. So of those solo, the 82 blocks is second in the state. So she is having one heck of a senior year.
I mean, she is leading this team like a true leader does, on and off the court. It's amazing to see. She's a huge reason why the team is so great. I mean, like you said, you were mentioning those stats, and they're leading in lots of categories, not only for her team but in the state. So I think that's great, and lucky for Purdue to get her next year.
But so one of the things we've seen in some of the broadcasts that we've done with Heritage Christian though so far this year, Anthony, is when she does take a rest and goes to the bench. This Heritage Christian team has so much depth. They have 10 seniors on the roster. The other players that come in seem to fill their roles perfectly, and they seem to not really skip a beat when their best players do go to the bench for a breather.
I mean, when I first saw them earlier this year, I was like, if there's going to be any way to beat them, it's when she's on the bench. But then I was shocked with the play of players like senior Kinsey Myers or Phillips, or I mean, the list could go on and on about the players that step up and just carry the load if she's not on the court or if another player's having a rough day. So to know that you have a team that has that much depth is huge, and it's going to be even more important coming up in the postseason.
And, of course, they've got Elizabeth Phillips, who's also a good hitter as well, 297 kills on the season. And Lily Snyder makes it all run the setter, 1,019 assists so far on the season, which is 29.9 assists per game. So when you've got that kind of senior continuity, they know what they're doing out there on the floor.
I mean, they are leaps and bounds above Decatur Central in those terms. So it's definitely a David versus Goliath matchup tonight. When you look at the numbers coming in, Heritage Christian has 504 kills to Decatur Central's 221. They're blocking them better, 113 to 50. They have more aces, more digs. They just are the better team this year. So hopefully Decatur Central will be able to hang in there and play some good volleyball.
Let's take a look at some key players for Decatur Central. As we said, come in at 2-12 on the year, coached by D. Taylor. In the loss to Mooresville on Tuesday night, they've got a senior, Isabel Eisen, had 10 kills, 18 digs in that match. Junior Kylie Eads, 9 kills, 2 solo blocks in that match, along with 2 aces. And then senior Madeline Melendez had 25 digs. And their setter is Kelston Golovic, 23 assists in that meeting with Mooresville. So those are some key players to keep your eyes on for Decatur Central in this match tonight. But Anthony, they've lost in the to Heritage Christian earlier in the season in that tournament, 25-10, 25-10. What do they need to do to keep this thing competitive here tonight?
I think it's great that they played earlier this year because they know what they're getting in the Heritage Christian volleyball team, so they can expect big hitting. They know which players are good at what, and so I think that's a key for them. But if they're going to be able to play tonight, they're going to need a good play from Isabel Eisen. Kylie Eads also needs to be able to put some balls down and get some touches. And then there's Libera Melendez needs to be able to just be on her toes and be diving all over that court to just keep those balls from hitting the floor.
Let's take a look at the Heritage Christian starters for the match tonight. 15-0 on the year, coached by Kyla Thomas. They'll go with Kinsey Myers, a 5'10 outside hitter, wears number 4. Number 8, Lily Snyder, a 5'9 senior setter, wears number 8. And number 9 will be Abby Menon, a 6'1 middle blocker. Number 10 is Paige Hickey, a 5'2 defensive specialist. Number 11 is 6'1 Raven Colvin, the senior middle blocker. And number 12 is Elizabeth Phillips, a 5'10 outside hitter. And that's the starting lineup for Heritage Christian. We'll take a short timeout. We'll be back with the start of the match right after this. You're watching high school volleyball on Heritage TV, powered by Indiana SRN.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Along with Anthony Gully, I'm Eric Eaton. We're getting set for high school volleyball here tonight on Heritage TV, powered by Indiana SRN, as the 15-0 Heritage Christian Eagles, number 1 ranked team in 2A in the polls here in the state of Indiana, take on Decatur Central from Decatur Central High School tonight. The Hawks are 2-12. Tonight's match being produced by Ben Wood and Telleon Johnson on camera. And just set up the stage for the match here a little bit due to COVID-19. There is no coin flip this year, so the visiting team, which is Heritage Christian tonight, will have the opening serve of this match. And if you haven't been a part of any of our broadcasts so far this year, also the teams are not going to reverse sides after each game. Either they'll stay on the same bench for the entire match. So Heritage Christian will be in black and the Hawks in gray. And Heritage Christian will get the match started shortly with the serve.
I'm looking forward to Heritage Christian coming out tonight and just playing some great volleyball. Obviously, they know that they are the better team, so I'm sure they'll be relaxed, loose, and just be able to go out and swing big. and play with no hesitations. I think when you're playing a team that you know is going to put up a little bit of a challenge against you, that's when you play more reserved and have more air. So just by watching them in pregame, it looks like they're comfortable, they're ready, and they're going to have some big-time volleyball tonight.
And this is their first match of the week. They've been off since last Saturday. They won the Harrison Invitational in West Lafayette. They won all 4 matches in that Invitational in straight sets, so I'm sure they're anxious to get back on the floor here this week.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're feeling good, though. I mean, their schedule is pretty heavy with multiple matches a week, so it's good to have a week where you're just playing your first time on a Thursday night. So good for them.
Looks like Gracie Ledbetter, the libero player for Heritage Christian, puts it in play. Deep serve, and we'll get a error in the back row on a pass by Decatur Central there, and it's 1-0 Heritage Christian.
That's a great way for Heritage to start. Not looking good so far for Decatur. Hopefully they can shake that off and get set here.
Service ace for Ledbetter there. Another good serve. Here's the pass and the set, middle attack, and it's going to go wide. Out of bounds on the hitting error there by Decatur Central. 2-0 Eagles in this one.
I'm expecting lots of middle hits tonight, so we'll see if that trend continues.
The serve again by Ledbetter. Poked over by Decatur Central, and they're going to get a kill there on that one.
Oh, looks like we had a net violation.
Oh, a net violation. That's going to take away what was going to be a dink kill by Decatur Central on that right side.
Yeah, but I like that thought. I think if you can't necessarily hit around them or hit hard balls down, why not do a dink right over the top of those blocks?
3-0 Heritage Christian as libero player Gracie Ledbetter continues to serve. A senior for the Eagles. Here's the pass. Golovic setting here. A roll shot on the left side. It's going to be dug by the Eagles. Bump set. And coming the other way is Myers. Overpass. There's Myers again and puts it away on the one-timer on the front row. 4-0 Heritage Christian. Great start for the Eagles.
Yeah, nice swing by her on that overpass. Those are my favorite balls to hit. You may just go up and swing freely, and she put it straight down.
So Ledbetter has served Heritage Christian out to a 4-0 lead and continues to serve here. Good serve, Golovic. A bump set, a free ball from Decatur Central. Snyder back setting, and that ball's tipped into the net there by Raven Colvin, so that'll be an error there. Maybe not the best of sets for Raven to be able to handle there. It's 4-1 as Decatur Central's on the board.
Those things happen when you don't practice or you don't play very often. You get a little off timing, and you see that right there on the first backslide.
Hawks with their first serve. Here's Colvin up the line and puts it away for her first kill of the match for Heritage Christian. 5-1 Eagles.
Yeah, that messed up on that first one, and then the second one, perfect timing, nice slide, perfect execution on the put down. Nice job from Heritage Christian right there.
And Snyder will now serve. Eagles, ball tipped over there by Eads, and a free ball sent back over to Decatur Central. Here's Golovic. And that's an attack out on the far side, dug by Heritage Christian. Coming the other way off the block for a kill is number 14, Amaya Lowry for Heritage Christian. Her first kill of the match, 6-1 Eagles.
Really impressed by that defense right there to start that point from Heritage Christian. Hustled, and then were able to get back into the rotation.
Deep serve by Snyder, not a particularly good pass. Here's another free ball to Decatur Central. Snyder back setting. Here's Lowry, a roll shot.
We're going to call it for a double hit right there on that set.
Double hit called. Decatur Central with its second point. They trail 6-2.
Just some silly mistakes on the part of Heritage to start this matchup, which give Decatur their 2 points. But so far, so good for them.
Reagan Trackwell serving. Snyder. There's a ball tipped over there. And it's going to be a point as Lowry, I believe, got that kill there for the Eagles. It's 7-2 Heritage Christian.
I mean, another missed time set right there. They're looking a little rusty, but luckily for them, they're not playing the greatest of teams, so they're able to get away with those things tonight.
Kendall Hickey comes on to jump serve, and it's a good serve. A free ball does come back to Heritage Christian. Snyder back setting to Colvin off the block for a kill. Raven Colvin's second kill of this opening set. It's 8-2 Heritage Christian.
Having her way right there on that slide. It's 2 in a row for her on that slide, so good job.
Hickey again, jump serve last time. Looks like she's well behind the baseline, and it looks like she'll probably run up and do the jump serve again here.
Little hesitation for tying the shoe on the part of the other team, so looks like we're ready to go now.
And that one served up the line and out of bounds. Service error there on Hickey, and that gives Decatur Central their 3rd point. Is Kylie Eads will now serve for the Hawks. Line drive serve, good serve. Snyder to Colvin, and that ball hit into the net there by Colvin.
You know, it's not very often that you see her make an error. That set was low, and she went for it anyway. I was surprised that she just didn't try to tap that over.
Eads again, another good serve. Snyder tight to the net, tipped over by Colvin. A bump set. Here's a roll shot here by Parks, and there's another kill on the front row there for the Heritage Christian Eagles. They lead 9-4.
I'm sure that looked typical, but that was such a good play. The ball was passed so tight to the net. The setter had to go up and set it with one on, so she didn't get a net violation, and she was able to put it perfectly so Raven could put that ball down. It was a great play. Nice job for them.
3rd kill for Colvin. Colvin now serving. Serves up the line and out of bounds. So a couple of service errors early in this opening set by Heritage Christian, and the Hawks draw to within 4 at 9-5.
I mean, the Eagles are keeping Decatur Central in this matchup because of their errors tonight so far.
It's like Virgin Marble in to serve. Here's Lowry. Actually it was, I think that was Phillips on that kill, Elizabeth Phillips on that kill for Heritage Christian, and the Heritage Christian Eagles going to take a 10-5 lead.
Yeah, nice tool right there from Phillips to just hit it right off the block and get that easy kill.
Paige Hickey with the service ace for the Eagles, and they lead 11-5.
Yeah, a little miscommunication right there. Didn't know who was going to kick that ball, and then it just fell straight to the floor.
Serve again. Here's Golovic with the set going out on the outside. And here's a ball hit into the net. Then beautiful save by Heritage Christian. Tipped back over by Decatur Central. Snyder tips it over. Decatur Central there. Golovic back setting a joust at the net. And Heritage Christian is going to win that joust at the net by Phillips. And they lead 12-5. A great save there by Heritage Christian earlier in that point there. Anthony to save that ball out of the net and get it back over to Decatur Central, keep the point alive.
I mean, they're not playing their best, but they are making some good moves when it counts. So that was great defense right there for them.
Decatur Central scrambling, and they will not be able to get a free ball back over to Heritage Christian. And so give the Eagles another point. Leading by 8, 13-5. We'll see how long Coach D. Taylor elects before calling a timeout here for the Hawks in this opening set. As they're scrambling again off another good serve by Hickey. Free ball. Snyder. And there's a kill by Heritage Christian, I believe. It was Abby Menon, I believe, number 9 with that kill. 14-5 in favor of the Eagles.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a timeout comes up here this next point, but also we have to know that the coach probably expected this. So,
sometimes you want to have your team play through some adversity, see if they can fight through it a little bit.
Yeah, you want to see how they handle some situations and see if they can shake it off themselves because, you know, that's building some good team right there. So,
Paige Hickey about ready to put it in play for Heritage Christian, leading 14-5. Golovic with the set, a back set, roll shot. It's dug by Heritage Christian. And we're going to get a violation.
Yeah, and that violation saved them and was able to rotate now. I think that the reason that the coach isn't calling those, like we said earlier, is you just want to see what your team can handle. Obviously, they know that postseason is coming up soon, and if they get down or a little discouraged, she wants them to be able to fight back and stay in the game.
Kelston Golovic deep serve for the Hawks. Snyder. And that's setting up Phillips. Nice dig by Decatur Central, but an errant pass by Golovic. And that'll give Heritage Christian another point. 15-6. A great dig there by Decatur Central, but unfortunately a poor pass on the second contact gives Heritage Christian another point.
I mean, it was just that simple lack of communication. They stared at each other, and each one thought the other person was going to get it, and therefore closed the air.
Maggie Ledbetter serving. Golovic on the set, and ball tipped into the net for an error there by Leah Burton of Decatur Central, and the Eagles of Heritage Christian lead by 10 now, 16-6 in this opening set. Maggie Ledbetter line drive, serve good, serve Golovic on the set. Outside shot dug by Heritage Christian. And going up on the other way, up the line for a kill is Kinsey Myers for Heritage Christian. 17-6 Eagles in this opening set.
Yeah, Decatur Central just has no answers for them. They can't get a pass. They can't get a kill. They're just all out of system and all out of whack right here to start this match.
Golovic setting deep in the backcourt, tipped over. Great dig by Heritage Christian. Can they save it on the sideline and get a free ball back over? They do. Unbelievable defense. And Decatur Central scrambling off of that free ball, and they roll the ball into the net. So, boy, just a couple of great hustle plays here by Heritage Christian in this opening set where they appeared to not give up on the point and end up winning the point.
I mean, that's the sign of an experienced team and the unexperienced team. Decatur Central saw that they got a free ball over, and they weren't able to even put the ball back into play on that last one.
Good shot by Ison, but Heritage Christian was there. Decatur Central on the other side is going to get a kill, I believe. They will there.
Yeah, nice for them to actually get the first real kill of the evening on their side.
I believe that was Hayden Phelps, who checks out now for Decatur Central, got that kill.
That's always the worst when you get that point and you have to go off the court. Hated those moments.
And I believe this is Madeline Melendez now back to serve for Decatur Central. Hawks down by 11 here in this opening set, 18-7. Bad pass. Ball does go over the net, and Decatur Central's unable to dig that ball out of the net after it just barely made it over to their side, and Heritage Christian gets another point.
I mean, she got away with that, not moving her feet in that pass. Shanked it, but able to get it right through the block right there.
Libero, Gracie Ledbetter serving. Golovic going on the outside. Cross-court shot going to go out of bounds on an attack here right there. I believe that was Eads on that attack for Decatur Central. 20-7 Heritage Christian opening set. Ledbetter again. Middle attack off the block. It's covered by the Eagles. Here's Menon.
And that's going to be just long.
Tried to paint the back end line and unable to do so was Kinsey Myers on that attack.
But I like that she's being aggressive. Obviously, you're winning 20-8, so why try to tip it? You're off the net, so just swing and see what happens.
Good serve here. Bump set by Snyder. Back row attack by Phillips. Overpass, and Colvin's going to put that away on the front row for Heritage Christian. She's come back into the match now. It's 21-8 Eagles.
Yeah, now that they know that they're up by now, I would like to see Heritage Christian just play some more players and just get some experience on their younger team members.
The serve by the Eagles. Off the block there by Parks. Heritage Christian scrambles. A roll shot there by the libero player. Has to stay down on it, of course, being libero. Free ball back to Heritage Christian. Snyder sets up Colvin for a big-time swing on the front row and an easy kill for her as Heritage Christian now has rolled out to a 22-8 lead in this opening set and are just 3 points away now from taking a 1-0 lead in the match.
That was a great kill by her. You knew it was coming. It's been a moment.
Lily Snyder on the serve. Free ball from Golovic. Snyder. Shot on the outside, ball in the net, and ping-pong's over, but they're going to call a violation here on the Hawks, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to say that it hit the antenna, so the ball was out. But good up by her on that dig. Unfortunately, net.
23-8. Hawks scrambling off that serve. And free ball, deep free ball. Snyder. There's a shot up the line. It's going to, I think, go out of bounds. A hitting error there by the Eagles, and it's 23-9, and Decatur Central gets the serve back here.
It was good to see Kinsey go for that line, though. You don't see very many liners, so nice of her to turn those shoulders and just make that attempt because there were no defensive players over there.
Reagan Trackwell back on to serve for the Hawks. Snyder on the outside to Colvin. Good dig by Decatur Central. But unfortunately going to have to send a free ball back over. Deep free ball. Does it paint the line on the back line or is it out?
That was an out. That's a tough one. But, they just can't seem to get anything done. They get those good ups and then just waste the ball away. So, I just think they just need some more experience in playing these better teams.
Set point. Kendall Hickey serves it for the Eagles. Golovic sets tight to the net. Ball does think it was maybe got a piece of it there on the front row. Phillips did to punch it back over. The Hawks could not recover, and Heritage Christian has taken the opening set here this evening against Decatur Central by a score of 25-9. We'll take a short timeout, and we'll be back with the start of the second set right after this. You're watching high school volleyball on Heritage TV, powered by Indiana SRN.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Along with Anthony Gully, I'm Eric Eaton. We're back with you for Heritage Christian Volleyball. They're on the road tonight taking on Decatur Central on the southwest side of Indianapolis, and a very, very good start to this match by the Eagles tonight, Anthony, with a 25-9 rolling in that first set, and they're just continuing what they've done all season against everybody, really. But the one thing you cannot do against Heritage Christian, and Decatur Central did it in that first game, is you almost have to play perfect volleyball on defense. You cannot have errors against this team.
Yeah, I mean, they had so many errors when it came to passing, communication. They just weren't able to get anything in sync, and that was not going to be the key to them to win this matchup tonight. So hopefully the coach is telling them about, they got it starts with the pass. You have to plant your feet. You have to get that pass. The setter needs to know what she's doing before she does it, and then they need to be able to change up those plays. They need to be able to line drive some balls. They need to be able to tip it around the block, because Heritage Christian is so good that you have to keep them on their toes. And right now they're just sitting free balls over every time, and that's not going to get you a win against a team like Heritage Christian.
And some people might think, well, they were won so easily in the first in this first set, as you see the big kill there by Raven Colvin, 25-9. But and another one here as well. She was just dominant in that first game, Anthony, and she has been really a thorn in the side against the Hawks now their last 3 meetings.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a couple of errors with serving and some hitting and some off-time sets, but they were just looking good. I would hope for that they would clean up some of those errors and just play Heritage Christian volleyball, and I wouldn't be surprised if this next set was just like the first one.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is some people might think, well, since Heritage Christian won so easily in that first set, 25-9, might there be a natural letdown? But the thing is, this is their first match of the week.
Yeah, I mean, and they are used to winning, so I mean, it's not a surprise to them. So I think they knew that they made some errors, and I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and cleaned it up, and it might be even less this time.
So Decatur Central may have to play even better as Colvin starts the second set with a big-time kill in the middle, and Heritage Christian out quickly 1-0.
I mean, the first set was not a good one, and then with the timing of those sets, and then that one right there, perfect set to Raven Colvin, and she put it down like nothing.
Lily Snyder serving. Here's a bump set by the Hawks and a roll shot from Parks, and that's going to drop for a kill by Parks, and that ties this game up at 1 apiece.
I mean, this is our first tie this evening, I think, besides the 0-0, so starting this set off so much better for Decatur Central.
Reagan Trackwell will put it in play for the Hawks. Snyder. There's a shot by Heritage Christian, dug by the Hawks, but they're going to have to send a free ball back over. Snyder to Colvin. Quick set, and I think Colvin hit that long out of bounds, so the Hawks take a 2-1 lead.
They got lucky there. Whenever you put a free ball over, you expect it's going to be a middle hit, and it was, but she just wasn't able to put it away.
Reagan Trackwell is serving again for Decatur Central. There's a shot by Lowry. It's dug by the Hawks. They come the other way with a roll shot. And now there's a big-time kill by Kinsey Myers over on that far sideline to tie this set up at 2 apiece.
I mean, it just sounded great. It looked great. It sounded great. Nice little shot right there by Kinsey Myers. I've seen her do that several times this year, and she's really come on and just turned it up this year for the Heritage Christian.
Kendall Hickey, the jump serve. Bad pass goes into the net, and the Hawks save it and get a free ball over. They do. And off the block was Phillips on that attack. Going the other way, Decatur Central. Nice dig there. Here's Colvin. Free swing in the middle for a kill.
I mean, I feel so sorry for their libero. She is on the floor every play with the ball is coming straight at her. That has to be discouraging, but Heritage Christian is playing some great volleyball right there with some big hits.
They lead by 1 here in this second set, 3-2 the serve. Golovic going to set it in the back row. And there's Lowry with a kill on the near sideline, so they choose to go near sideline this time with Lowry, and it results in another kill, 4-2.
You know, down the line, right at the Melendez, and another kill for the Eagles.
Hickey again on the serve. That ball hit into the net on the roll shot there by Parks on a hitting error, and the Eagles lead 5-2 in the second set.
I like the aggressive play she was going for it, just a little mistimed and hit it into the net, followed by an ace.
Service ace there by Kendall Hickey, and it's now 6-2. Kendall, just a sophomore on this team that's dominated by seniors, as we talked about in the intro. There's a back row roll shot covered by Heritage Christian. Lowry. Cross-court angle, tough angle, and I think...
Oh, they're going to call a net violation on Decatur Central.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Looked like Lowry did not have the angle to keep that in play.
Oh, that was not her best hit, but saved by the net violation from the Hawks.
7-2 Heritage Christian. Hickey again, the run-up on the jump serve. Another poor pass in the back row. And a ball tipped into the net, and that's going to be 4 hits called on the Hawks. And Anthony, you talked about it, you know, in the open to the second segment, it all starts with that pass. They've got to get that pass to the setter.
I mean, they can't run any kind of offense because they can't get a pass. And right here we have a timeout, though, so we'll talk more about it in a second.
We'll be back after a short timeout.
Make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Never miss a game and watch it as many times as you like. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe now. Get notifications about upcoming events. Go to YouTube, then Indiana SRN. Back serving, Kendall Hickey. Eagles leading 8-2 in the second set. Golovic on the set. And that all went over the net. It was punched back over by Colvin. The Hawks on the attack still. And they're not going to be able to get the attack over the net. That's a hitting violation there. It's 9-2 Heritage Christian.
I mean, but it was a great pass to come out of the timeout, so that's an improvement. So I'm sure the coach would be happy about that.
Hickey again, really short serve there. There's a roll shot on second contact by the Hawks. The Eagles were ready, though, and they're going to get a kill by Colvin. And now it's 10-2, but I tell you what, the Hawks tried to get him off, catch him off guard, send it over on second contact, but the Heritage Christian was ready for it.
A smart move by Melendez, but that shows a team of experience. They were ready on their toes and not caught off guard by that pass.
Overpass, and putting it away on that front row is Phillips for Heritage Christian on the overpass.
I mean, I know this seems easy and they're just rolling through it, but these are kind of the hardest games when you don't have a team that you're playing that is bringing it to you. It's easy to just be lax, and so to see Heritage Christian still playing some decent volleyball is a good sight as a coach.
Roll shot by Parks. Heritage Christian going the other way with Phillips. And I think we get a hitting error here on Phillips, do we?
Yeah, she was trying to go for that hard cross angle and just missed the ball, and so it just went straight into the net. But that's what I'm saying. They're trying to just be aggressive and do some big things, and they know that this is the team that they can do those types of things with, so it's good to see.
Kylie Eads on to serve for Decatur Central. Snyder to Colvin, and they run that very easily on the front row. That was very tight to the net as well, and Colvin puts it away easily.
Yeah, nice kill from her. Nothing that they could do because the ball was just so tight. She's so tall. She jumps really high, and so the ball only had one place to go, and that was down to the floor.
Colvin listed at 6-1. Goes back to serve now with Heritage Christian leading 12-3 in the second set. Golovic a back set on the right side off the block, and Decatur Central is going to get a point, I believe.
I mean, look what happens when you have a decent pass. They were able to get a good pass, a decent set, and they got the kill. So right there, Volleyball Fundamentals 101 all starts with the pass.
Virgin Marble into serve. Ball tipped over on a kill on the front there, middle by Heritage Christian. That was Abby Menon on that kill.
I would love to see Abby get some more touches. I think that one thing that they need to do moving into postseason is utilize her in the middle. So hopefully that will happen more in this matchup.
Paige Hickey serving short and gets a service ace.
I mean, there was no movement, no communication right there. I don't even know if they heard the whistle.
14-4. Paige Hickey again on the serve. This time Decatur Central's there in that area for it. There's a shot up the line. Nice dig by Heritage Christian. Phillips on the attack. Gets a kill back corner. 15-4.
It was a nice swing over there by Decatur Central and the Hawks, but nice up. I think that might have been the first one that they've actually had to actually dig, so good for them, and a nice put down for the Eagles.
Paige Hickey continuing to serve. 15-4. There's a shot up the line. Let's see if it's in or out.
Oh, a net violation on Heritage Christian, so doesn't matter. But, you know, I like those liners. Those are my favorite. So turn your shoulders, put that on the line. Defense never expects those 9 times out of 10.
10-point deficit for the Hawks here in the second set. They'll send their setter, Kelston Golovic, back to serve. Deep serve. Good pass by the libero. And there's a back set to Menon. And tipped back over by Heritage Christian, then returned by Decatur Central. Here's Phillips, and punched that ball over, and Decatur Central sent it back over, and then tipped back over by Heritage Christian. Coming the other way, Decatur Central, another great dig by Heritage Christian, sent back over by Menon. Roll shot up the line there by Burton. Here's Phillips trying to put it down. Decatur Central playing some good defense on this point. Ball tipped over, and they win the...
Caught him sleeping over there on that short cross.
Very tight angle, and Anthony said short cross by Isabel Isom.
Good for Decatur Central, playing some good defense, keeping those balls up, and was able to come away with that. That's some good things for them. Hopefully some momentum building.
Isom on that kill. Golovic on the serve. Here's Phillips. Does she get the corner? No, she does not. A hitting error on Elizabeth Phillips, and now the Hawks draw to with 8, so perhaps... Now they're starting to build a little momentum here in this second set.
I mean, it just takes 1 point in volleyball to light a little bit of a fire, so you never know what could happen.
Golovic, short serve. Sent over by Snyder on second contact. The Hawks are ready. They tip it back over. Snyder going to Phillips on the outside. Up the line. She's going to get a kill this time, so she responds after the previous hitting error there, and Heritage Christian now leads by 9, 16-7.
I like the play from the Eagle setter to just do the dump and catch him off guard, but, you know, it didn't. And good for the other setter to be playing defense and dig that ball up and keep the Hawks in it.
Maggie Ledbetter, line drive serve. Golovic out on the outside, off the block for a kill for the Hawks, and they're starting to run their offense a little bit better now.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually come alive over here. I think they might have just been a little tired or in a daze at the beginning of this match, but here we go, playing some good volleyball for them.
Down by 8. Madeline Melendez will put it in play. Deep serve. Snyder going up the line to Menon. We'll see, was there a touch called? There was. So
yeah,
that's a kill for Menon.
Nice for Menon to use that touch to get that ball.
17-8. Libero player Grace Ledbetter will put it in play for Heritage Christian. Up the line, and another kill for Decatur Central. So they're getting that angle there on that right side. Up the line.
I'm sitting here getting excited every time they have a good pass because I just know that something great's going to come from it. And once again, they get the point.
Down by 8, Isabel Eisen to serve. Snyder going to Colvin, and she just jumps so high.
She was in the air waiting for that ball. I mean, what can you do for that? Nothing.
Easy kill for Raven, 18-9. In the second set, Heritage Christian already leads 1-0. Lily Snyder, line drive serve. Ball dumped over by Decatur Central, covered by the Eagles. And there's a shot by Myers, and she's going to get a kill.
Nice by Kinsey Myers. She picked up the dump by the setter and then was able to transition back and get that kill. So
10-point lead for Heritage Christian. Lily Snyder again. Here's an overpass. Eagles run the offense with Lowry on the near sideline. Going to get another kill. Nice shot there on the angle by Maya Lowry. It's 20-9.
Maya Lowry just finding the spot on the court where no one was and able to put the ball straight down to the floor.
Snyder. There's a bump set, the ball going the wrong direction here. They're going to have to send a deep free ball over, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, they had a mistake on that first pass, and no one follows the ball, which I don't know why that's happening, but if they just would follow that ball, it'd be easier to get the ball back into play. So I think they need to work on those scrambles a little bit more.
Snyder serving with the Eagles just 4 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Ball tipped over by Decatur Central, but tipped over out of bounds. 22-9.
So my goal for Decatur Central right now is just to be able to get one more point before this set's over. I think it'd be so good for them if they could just get to double digits. That's always a goal when you're playing a team like Heritage Christian. So hopefully buckle down and get a good pass right here.
Lengthy serve here by Snyder. Joust at the net, and Colvin's going to be almost impossible to win a joust at the net against, and it's 23-9.
If you're a setter and you look over and you're jousting with Raven Colvin, not what you want.
Short serve, another bad pass, and that's that libero player with that passing error, and that's something she's in there to pass the ball, and now it's set point for Heritage Christian.
Yeah, and that's not typically what you see a libero shanking passes, because that's usually, like you said, your best defensive player.
Set point. Ball tipped over, and is it tipped out of bounds, or is there the touch?
It was out. Out
of bounds on that tip, and Heritage Christian wins the second game by the identical score of the first game, 25-9, 25-9, and lead 2-0. We'll step away for a short timeout. We'll be back with the third set right after this. You're watching high school volleyball on Heritage TV, powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on Indiana SRN. If you would like to know more information about Indiana SRN, send me an email, coach@indianasrn.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
So we're back with the Heritage Christian Eagles up 2-0 against Decatur Central by scores of 25-9, 25-9. They'll try to wrap it up in 3 sets here in a moment. Let's run down our Friday night football schedule tomorrow night on Indiana SRN Network. And we're going to have a number of games for you. It looks like we've got a couple 7:30 starts and 3 7 o'clock starts. Southport against Chittard, 7 o'clock start. Covenant Christian against Tinley, 7 o'clock start. Mount Vernon against Delta, 7:30 start. Roncalli against Guerin, 7:30 start, and Traders Point against Frontier for a 7 o'clock start. So make sure you tune into the Indiana SRN Network for those tomorrow night. And if you like soccer, if you're a fan of Indiana High School soccer, on Saturday we've got a contest between Evansville Memorial and Guerin Catholic starting at 2:30.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I watched a game last week on here on Indiana SRN, Heritage Christian and Eastern Hancock, the football game, and that was a pretty exciting one. So definitely, if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, or you want to watch some good high school football, this is the place to be.
So now, obviously a daunting task here, Anthony, for Decatur Central, down 2-0 after being totally dominated in these first 2 sets by Heritage Christian. And we've talked about it before, but between the first game and the second game, it just starts with the little things. They got to take it 1 point at a time and see if they can just be competitive.
And they started so much better that second set with their passing. They were able to run some plays, and it looked like they might have found a little bit of a groove. Maybe not enough to win this matchup tonight, but enough to be competitive. And then they just fell apart at the end of that second set, so making some silly errors, standing up on the passes, not communicating again, and they just gave that second set away to them. So hopefully that's something that was addressed, but you never know when you're playing a team like Heritage Christian. You get so nervous because you know the ball is going to come back at you, and it's going to come hard and heavy. And when you see number 11 over there, it's a scary sight.
Well, one thing you have to be impressed with the Heritage Christian, Anthony, is being a number 1 ranked team in 2A in the state of Indiana, defending the state champion in 2A as well. They just don't give up on any point. They feel like they can stay in every point and recover from any type of error or mental error that might happen, or any tough shot from the other team. They feel like there's always in the point.
I mean, they have shanked some balls tonight, and everyone is scrambling, hitting the floor, and trying to keep those balls alive. And that's something that you can't teach. So that's something that you love to see as a coach, is that hustle, that will to win. It's a great thing to see.
Gracie Ledbetter puts it in play to start the third game for Heritage Christian. The ball tipped over by Golovic. Colvin punches it over. Dug there by Decatur Central. Here's Eisen. Eisen with a nice shot and gets a kill.
Yeah, nice deep shot right there, and give Decatur Central probably their first lead of the night, I believe.
That's correct. 1-0. Isabel Eisen on that kill, and she goes back to serve. Snyder to Colvin, and Colvin puts it away in the middle to tie this set up at 1 apiece.
That shot was right at the 10-foot line, which is really hard to do if you're not a volleyball player. So impressive right there by Raven Colvin.
Lily Snyder on the serve. Deeper serve. Bump set. Roll shot in the middle. Nice dig by Snyder. And there's a cross-court shot. Will go out of bounds by Kinsey Myers on the attack here, and the Hawks lead 2-1.
Yeah, you know, she just had her body face, her angle was all out the whole time. So I knew when she was after that ball, it was going to go out. She needs to turn her shoulders a little bit, and that ball will be deep corner money every time.
Leah Burton now will put it in play for Decatur Central. And that's a service there. Goes way long out of bounds to tie this set up at 2 apiece.
Not what you want to do when you're playing a team like this. You know, you have a lead, and serving the ball deep out of bounds, definitely not what the doctor ordered.
Kendall Hickey into serve. Deep serve. And ball blocked back over the net. There's Marble on the attack. Tipped over by Decatur Central. Great play by Snyder. Hickey the set. And there's Lowry on the attack and the kill for Heritage Christian.
Decatur Central is passing better to start this set, though, so that's really good to see. But I also love that Heritage is just ready for everything. Hitting it over on the second ball.
Hickey with Heritage Christian leading 3-2. Marble. The cross-court angle is going to go out of bounds. And Heritage Christian leads 4-2.
Aggressive shot by her, just a little out, but, you know, they're in it.
Short serve. And a joust at the net, and once again Raven Colvin going to win that joust at the net. 5-2 Eagles.
If I were the coach right now, I would have called a timeout to start this set just because I wanted to get their passing under control. So hopefully they have some good floor leaders to be able to talk and get that in.
Kendall Hickey mixing up for serves between short and deep, and there's a free ball sent into the net. by the Hawks. That was Leah Burton on that free ball, unable to get it over the net. 6-2 Heritage Christian.
Not sure she knew exactly where she was and close to the net. Just swung at that and just swung it right in the middle of the net.
Roll shot by Decatur Central. Snyder to Phillips, and then she gets the back corner down for the kill there. 7-2 Heritage Christian.
Heritage Christian looking like they might run away with this one tonight.
Going to Marble on the left side. Dug nicely by the libero. Into the net. Tipped over by Colvin. A great play by Marble. Sent back over by Menendez, the libero. And here's a cross-court shot by Lowry. Did the Hawks get a tip or not?
No, she was able to pull away. She was jumping for that ball. Jumping and was able to pull herself down so it didn't contact her. I mean, that's some nice ninja skills right there.
Got out of the way of it. 7-3. The Hawks get the point. Trail by 4. There's a shot in the middle.
And that ball gives the point to Decatur Central.
So 7-4 down. They're down by 3 as Eads is serving for the Hawks. Line drive. Good serve. Snyder scrambling. Does get the set up to Phillips. Overpass, and Phillips puts it away on the second time. She had a kind of a tough set because Snyder was scrambling, couldn't put the first one down, but does put the overpass down.
I mean, that's what you would want to see in your team is they hustled, they never gave up, and they were able to come away with that point. And unfortunately, on the other side of the net, you're like, this might be our chance, and I think they were called for a net violation.
Wow, so that's a big break for Decatur Central.
Yeah.
Down by 2 here in this third set, 7-5. There's a shot in the middle for a kill by Heritage Christian, 8-5. I think it might have been Lowry on that kill.
Yeah, they didn't get the call before, but, you know, with them, they just shake it off, and they were able to come back and put that next ball away.
3-point lead for Heritage Christian. Won the first 2 sets 25-9. Raven Colvin on the jump serve into the net for an error there.
Some uncharacteristic errors tonight on the Eagles, so a little bit of rust from first match of the week, I'm sure.
Reagan Trackwell on the serve. Hawks down by 2. Short serve.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a service ace for Trackwell and put it in the perfect place. And the Eagle pass went underneath the net.
Whenever you can get an ace on Heritage Christian, that's some good efforts for you. So kudos to her for that. I'm sure the Heritage Christian will come back on this next point, though.
Going deep this time, Trackwell does. Snyder. Here's Phillips. Good up by Melendez. Free ball, though, from the Hawks. Ball tipped over, sent back over by Decatur Central. We're going to get a violation here as we get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, and so this is really interesting, though, because the violation that he's calling as the up one is not usually what his call is. So they're calling a net violation on under the net, but usually that's the down ref's call. So, you know, he didn't make that call, so the up was like, I'll take over.
And that ties the score at 8 here in this third set. Trackwell's serving pretty good right now for the Hawks, but as I say that, it goes out of bounds for a service error.
Nice announcer's jinx right there.
9-8, Heritage Christian. Up by 1 in a tightly contested third set so far. Paige Hickey serving for the Eagles. Ball tipped over, and it goes into no man's land right in the middle there for a point for Decatur Central.
I mean, they started off with a really high pass and was able to, a tight set, to just able to just go over and just dimp it right over them and bring them to almost 10 points.
Golovic comes in to serve for the Hawks. Tipped over by Snyder. Burton a bump set. And there's Ison. She was blocked. Hawks still on the attack. Ison swings up the left side. Dug by Heritage Christian. Here's Phillips off the block. Golovic back setting. Ball tipped up by Burton and then blocked by Heritage Christian. Ison a roll shot. And now Phillips going the other way. And she's going to get a kill. Phillips has that corner figured out, that deep back corner figured out for Heritage Christian. 10-9, they lead by 1.
these rallies are so not what you are typically usually used to seeing, but they're staying in, hanging out, playing some good ball on these frustrating and long rallies and coming away with it every single time. So good for Heritage Christian.
Maggie Ledbetter will serve it up here for Heritage Christian. A short serve. Melinda's a nice cover. Here's Burton on the attack, and is that ball down, or do we have a pancake?
The line judge called it down, but I didn't hear a whistle, so now I think he looked over, saw the flag, and gave the point to them.
I wasn't sure whether they had a fantastic pancake or not, but we're tied at 10 off the kill by Burton.
Yeah, congratulations to Decatur Central breaking double digits for the first time tonight.
Madeline Melendez will put it in play for the Hawks. Off the block is Myers. And here's Ison. Nice dig in the back row by Hickey. Tipped over and a kill by Abby Menon for Heritage Christian, and Eagles by 1, 11-10.
Nice typical middle dump over to the side right there by Abby Menon to get her on the board again with another kill.
Gracie Ledbetter serving. And let's see what we got here. Ace.
This is what happened in the last set. Decatur Central was playing some great ball at the beginning. Then one bad pass led to another, so hopefully they can get this under control.
12-10, Ledbetter up the line, and that might have been out, but the Hawks play it. Send it back to Heritage Christian. On the outside, we get a block by Decatur Central. Heritage Christian scrambling, send a free ball back over by Myers. Golovic tips it over. And Colvin looked like she might have been blocked there. It wasn't a particularly good set, and the ball ends up in the net, and Decatur Central gets a point. But one of the things we've got right now, Anthony, is we've got for Heritage Christian, we've got Emma Pettit setting up Colvin now, and the timing probably wasn't what she was used to there with a new setter.
Yeah, when you change setters, it's a huge thing for hitters because they get in such a rhythm and such a pattern with their first ones, and so just seeing some little errors here and there because of that. So I'm sure that's something that they'll try to work out moving forward.
Now, Pettit gets a good set to Myers that time, and Myers puts it away for a kill as Heritage Christian leads by 2, 13-11.
But I do like that Heritage Christian is putting some other players on the court and getting them some experience because you never know what happens in the course of a season.
Emma Pettit serving. This ball dug by Heritage Christian. Myers off the block and another kill. So they're doing a good job of finding Myers on that far side right now. A couple kills in a row for her. 14-11 Eagles.
Yeah, she's out there on the outside, and she's having her way with the Decatur Central defense.
Emma Pettit, a senior. Keeps serve. Good serve. And that ball sent into the net by the Hawks. Service ace for Pettit. 15-11.
Not sure how often she gets the action and gets to serve, but she really has a pretty decent serve.
Serves it very tight to the net. Back set by Burton. Here's a hitting error by the Hawks. Looks like Eads hit that into the net. 16-11 in favor of the Eagles.
I don't necessarily know if those big hits are going to work for them, so I would like to see them try to do some tips or some dinks or fall deep pushes because they're getting into a big block and it's not working.
Pettit serves it into the net that time for Heritage Christian. An error. 16-12. Eagles by 4, and the Hawks of Decatur Central send Leah Burton back to serve. Pettit scrambling for that set, goes tumbling out of bounds on the far sideline. Not a very good pass, but good hustle by Pettit to try and get there, but just could not keep it in play.
Yeah, there was no movement on that pass. She just stuck her arms out and bent over and reached for it, and that is not good volleyball form, nor does it give you a good pass.
Pettit a back set. And Myers, actually it might have been Lowry on that one. And we get a joust at the net, and Myers is going to win that joust at the net for Heritage Christian.
Yeah, it was a little too tight. Player from Decatur Central was a little reserved on trying to go and get that ball. When it's that tight, you got to go with just two hands and try to just make sure that you can win the battle, the strength up there.
17-13. Kendall Hickey on to serve for the Eagles. Short serve.
Called for a lift right there.
So a ball handling error, and that gives the Eagles their 18th point here in this third set, lead 18-13. Again, Kendall Hickey serving. Not a particularly good pass. Roll shot free ball from Decatur Central. Pettit sets up Colvin, and we get a touch. Yes, we do. Down for a kill for Raven Colvin. That time, Pettit in the timing much better.
Yeah, I got there himself some good timing, and I love the way that you got excited. I knew it was going to be a kill from the way that you were talking.
19-13. And the ball does not make it over the net there by Decatur Central. So 20-13 is Heritage Christian in control of this set and this match as we get a timeout by Decatur Central. We'll step away for a short timeout.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Remind everybody, Friday night football tomorrow night on Indiana SRN. The lineup: Southport against Chittard, Covenant Christian against Tinley, Mount Vernon against Delta, Ron Colley against Guerin, Traders Point against Frontier, and then soccer on Saturday, Evansville Memorial against Guerin. You can check it out on the website as well, the full schedule. Return to action, 20-13. And Heritage Christian's going to win another point there, and now they lead 21-13 by 8 points in this third set.
Yeah, came out of the timeout with a nice block to close out this third set.
Kendall Hickey on the serve. Marble with a kill on the near side there for Decatur Central. Good swing there by Virginie Marble. 21-14 in favor of the Eagles.
Yeah, she's gone up every time tonight and just went and swung at it, so not holding back for her. The previous times they were able to get those cross-court digs, but that one she put it more towards the middle and caught Heritage Christian off guard.
Kylie serving for the Hawks. Good hard serve. Pettit setting, tipped over by Lowry, and we'll get a double hit called here on Decatur Central. Kill for Lowry.
Smart decision from Lowry. That set was a little too tight, and she knew that she couldn't do much with it, so she just dumped it right on top of the block right there.
Serving now for Heritage Christian is number 13, Abby Himes, as she comes in to serve. The Eagles just 3 points away from winning the match now. Free ball. Pettit, and there's a kill by Abby Menon of the Eagles.
Yeah, that timing was a little off, but she was able to have that long enough arm to be able to contact that ball and be able to get that ball over. But like we talked about earlier, that timing thing is a big thing when you're change setters.
Himes serves again. 22-14. Eagles on top. There's Isabel Eisen on that attack for the Hawks. Pettit sends it over. And the free ball just does make it over the net. Heritage Christian on the attack. A dink here by Phillips. Elizabeth Phillips goes with the dink, and that brings the Eagles to game and match point here at 24-14. Himes serves it up. Bump set Bourbon. Marble, a roll shot off the block. Pettit going to Phillips. Phillips puts it away. And that will do it. A match winner for Elizabeth Phillips on the kill for Heritage Christian. And it's 25-14. They win the third game. And they win it 3-0 here tonight, 25-9, 25-9, and 25-14. And Anthony, this Heritage Christian team, there's just no slowing them down right now.
I mean, pretty light work for them this evening. It was a good game for them to just take the week off and come out with one game. They have a big battle next week, though, so I'm sure that they are looking for that as they're playing Ron Colley. So hopefully they come out in like a little less errors and come out ready to fire.
And that's also, I believe that's a conference matchup in the Circle City Conference matchup.
Yeah, so it should be a good one, and I'm sure you can watch it right here on Indiana SRN. So look up for that next week. But for them tonight, I think they played well. It's tough when you play a team like Decatur Central. That's not your typical big-time volleyball school, but they handled it well. Kudos to Decatur Central for picking it up in that third set and getting to 14. So not bad.
Another great win for Heritage Christian, improving to 16-0 on the year. And Decatur Central drops to 2-13 on the year. I want to thank our crew. Ben Wood produced it tonight. Tellion Johnson on camera tonight. And great job of working camera tonight by him at Decatur Central High School. That's going to wrap up the broadcast tonight, where Heritage Christian defeats the Decatur Central Hawks 3-0. And that will wrap things up. Thanks for watching the broadcast tonight on Heritage TV, powered by Indiana SRN. For Anthony Gully, I'm Eric Eaton saying so long, everyone, and thanks for watching.